Hello, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted a video in a very long time, and there are many reasons for that. There have been lots of things happening in my life, and there are lots of things underway, and lots of good things to come. So I'm going to be revamping my channel, and I'm not even sure that it's going to be the same page. But I'm going to keep all the videos that are here available, and I might keep posting on this channel. There's going to be a separate channel, maybe like a new kind of thing coming. That's just like a little bit about what's going on there. This video is, I'm going to share all those things and what's going on in another video, but I am so overpowered by the Gaga concert that I just saw. It's been a couple weeks now, but because I've been meaning to make this video, but I know that, I'm guessing, no, she just started in August. There's no way that the tour is even close to being done. But I saw it right at the beginning, and I know she's going until December. What am I even thinking? I want to go see the show in December again, so I want to see the show again. It's been such an amazing show. Gaga just recently said that she is going to take a break for a while. I don't know if she said a while, but she's going for a break after the tour ends. And, you know, she's filmed like 2 movies, she's doing shows, you know, she's busy, and I was sad because I really thought that The Cure was going to come with an album, but it just seems to be that it's just going to be a dedication to the fans for right now, and yeah, we're not getting another Gaga album right now, so false alarm. But so I want to go over the show because I have to get to the point of why I was so incredibly moved. I have a deeply personal Lady Gaga story going back almost 10 years now, and Gaga, everyone who even knows of my existence knows that Gaga has transformed my life, and I'm a huge Gaga fan, and it's with just cause, like, you know, it's not, it's justified, okay, or at least I've justified it, so that will be another video as well, because there's just not enough time, okay, so I'm just talking about the Joanne tour. So first I get to the venue and it's packed and lots of good energy, and I'm like super excited. I had a lot going on that day, so I was excited to come and like get in my zone. So she opens up with Diamond Heart, and I was a little surprised because this is the first time I've ever probably not looked at a set list before I saw the show. So you know, where I was at spiritually when Joanne came out and where I'm at now are different. And I wasn't as close to the music. I was kind of away from entertainment, right, the last few months. And so I didn't pay attention to the set list. I didn't watch any YouTube videos of the show. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't have any idea of what I was coming into. She opens with Diamond Heart. I'm not too familiar with that song, but I was excited because I felt like it was fitting, and I was like, okay, great. The setup was really, really nice, but the next song was Ayo, and that's when I lost my shit, because I knew it was going to be in the show, but it was so good. The energy it brought me from just like kind of going like, okay, I'm into this. It's like, okay, what's going to happen, to being like, like singing every word, dancing all crazy, looking for my people in the crowd who are dancing like me, you know, getting the vibe going. I had so much fun to that song. I love that song. I listen to it all the time. And I remember the first time I heard it, I freaking was like, what the fuck is going on with her? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Didn't get it. And I don't have to get it. Like, that's the fun of that song. It's like, I mean, she did explain the song, and I like that reason, but it's like, it's just like a fun song, and it sounds like it could be like, I don't know. I was gonna say like Shania Twain, but it's like, no, that's not even Shania Twain, but like, it's just wacky. Anyways, the next song is Poker Face, and it's like, we've heard it all a million times, and it's like, it's almost like she's like, her soul is like contractually obligated to do that song at every show she does for the rest of her life, you know? So, yeah, I kind of like glazed over for that one. Let's see, Perfect Illusion. Amazing live. I mean, it was just like the video. Like, it was great. And her voice, she just sounded great. And I was just kind of like, you know, riding along for that one too. The thing that I really, really, really liked about this show is that, I'll say right now, this is my favorite show since the very first show she ever did. The Fame Ball was the show that did it for me, that got me signed, that made me sign my life away to her. It was so good. And then the Monster Ball was probably every fan's favorite event and show, and that's where Gaga really transformed her career. And, you know, it was huge, but I fucking hated that show. And it was just because of the venue, the fans, where her career was going. It was too much, and it was a disappointment for me because I went from being front row and as close as this camera is to my face to Gaga at the first show and meeting her, to being the middle of what felt like 40,000 people in San Diego in the Staples, or not the Staples Center, I can't remember what the theater is called there. It was out of control. It was out of control. I lost my place. I have to make a video about that fucking show too, because I only tell certain people about what happened at that show. But what happened at that show, I almost got arrested. So I didn't almost get arrested, but I could have got arrested for the shit I pulled. So cliffhanger. So then John Wayne and Sheeb, I was so excited during those two songs, because it was like, I don't even know how she put them together, because it's like, they're not like at all sounding the same, but she did it and it worked, and I was on board, and I loved them both from both of those albums. Oh, and back to what I was saying, the thing that makes me so passionate about her, I mean, she even did it during the Fame Ball, the Monster Ball, and then it's like these interludes. They are so captivating to me, and they keep me on board the music, because it's like, to me, the sound doesn't stop then. And I'm all about, there's a word for the albums that do this, but where the tracks don't stop. It was like Confessions on a Dance Floor. It's like my favorite Madonna album. It's like they just go right into each other, and it's like you're in a dream. It's like you're not in reality. It's like a play. It's like they're telling a story. And Katy Perry actually does a good job of this on her new album, which I'll also get into in another video. My alarm is going off. I did not know that was going off. Or that was on. Woo. Okay. That's going to go off again in a couple minutes, and I should probably end this video by the time it goes off again. So it's already getting long. Okay, so now, yeah, I love the interludes. They were present in the show. I felt like the Art Pop Ball didn't have that. I felt like that was missing. I don't know what she did. Maybe she did and they just weren't good. But I just felt like that was lacking. That show was fantastic, but it was missing something. And I think that whole album, everyone could agree, it was just like, that's actually my favorite Gaga album, but like that whole thing just didn't come together, and I feel terribly bad for her, because that was her passion project, and I feel like she's going to carry a grudge about that for a while. So finally, the most important thing that happened, I'm just going to cut right to it, because The Cure was great, Bad Romance is great, she ends with those songs, and it's just like, the energy is so high, and it's just ending that show with The Cure. I mean, it was just, at that point, you've cried, you've danced, you've been bored, you've had a blast, applause was incredible, walking through the air after all of that. I'm sure the fans have already seen this, and the fans are the only ones who are going to be caring about this video, so you know what I'm talking about, where like, she's walking on these, I can't even describe it right now. It's the stage. She's walking on the stage in the air. Like, the things come down from the ceiling. She's walking on them. So it's like, which leads her to Words to the Piano, which leads us to Joanne, which I was so deeply moved by Joanne. And I already knew why the record was called Joanne. And the first time I heard that song, I fucking cried. And it's because I related to even before I could listen, as I was listening to the words, I was crying. So I wasn't crying because I heard the words. It was like the sound, and it was the tenderness, and it was the authenticity, the authenticity of her, and the passion and the hurt. I mean, I don't know. It was so much, and I felt the emotion. I went through the emotion. I understood. And it knocked my socks off. My friend who had an immense loss in the last year as well. Cried during it, and I felt like we relate to it. Those who have lost people, and I'm gonna cry. I don't cry talking about things, but because I don't cry unless it's happening usually, and it's like, Gaga said some things to me when I met her that stuck with me, and they're on my body. She wrote them on my body, and she said them in an article that she wasn't an article actually. It was a hold on. It wasn't an article actually. It was it was like a blog entry or a Facebook status update or something like that that she posted, and maybe it was on Instagram. But she said something about love and art, and like that's not why I started. That's one reason I felt so connected to the show, because like she wrote that on my body, and then she's talking about it on stage about us loving each other. She's talking about the meaning of Joanne, and she's talking about, you know, transgenerational trauma, and like how the grief of her aunts that she never met her, but the grief was passed down to her from her parents, and that's not transgenerational trauma exactly. You know, but she mentions it sort of when she's talking about what's going on in the world, and I connected to it because maybe, you know, what the knowledge I have about it and what I'm going through, and like it's just everything is aligning, and everything aligned in that show, and basically I just was so moved by the fact that she expressed something that is so, like, I'm having a difficult time putting it into words right now, because she did such a phenomenal job capturing it, and she was so eloquent, and it was so intense. So maybe I'll be able to explain it again later, but I feel like I'm gonna have to give it up for right now because I'm gonna cry again. But I didn't get any official merch because I didn't like any of it for the price that it was, and I'm like, the only thing I wanted was a fucking backpack that I was seeing everywhere, and then I find out later that it's actually like a VIP backpack, so I'm gonna have to like eBay that in like 4 years. So in the meantime, I did get this one made from a vendor on the street for like $10, so I love it. It's awesome. It's why you're watching this video probably, because I'm gonna use it as the picture for the whatever you call it. Anyways. So, there I am, August 9th, Los Angeles at the Forum. So it's September 17th, 16th or 17th today. Let's find out. It is, oh, of course, never mind, it's not important. Have a good day. Thanks for watching my video. Come back, keep watching the videos, and there are going to be more. So put your comments below. If you like me, you hate me, or if you want to see something, or if I'm not doing something that you want to see. I want to get better at this, so tell me your thoughts, okay? Maybe I should talk a little slower for starters. Have a great weekend. Well, it's a weekend here. Whenever you watch this, have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great life. Bye.